guys, Brendan here, aka Mr. Weaverface. Thanks for watching and welcome to another exciting episode of Mr. Weaverface's video game pickups. Yeah. I haven't been picking up a lot lately. I had that one pickup like a month or so ago. Tons of games at such a great deal. It took me so long to process that. I was able to sell a lot from that, and I was getting into I bought a tube amp. I bought a Vox AC 15 C1. Sounds amazing. And then I bought a bunch of guitar pedals to help me formulate my tone. Because I was playing digital Line 6 stuff before, and I wanted to get into the more, sonic, natural awesomeness of a tube amp. So that lot actually, I usually use my proceeds, my net proceeds to buy more games, but in that case, I bought a lot of guitar gear, so I'll definitely show you that too at some point. The last lot I still can't get over. Found DuckTales 2 and Chippendales 2 in the same freaking lot. Yeah, it's amazing, and they had manuals too, and they were in pristine condition. It was crazy. But getting to this lot, in this box, this was a box I wheeled and dealed for on the Facebook Marketplace. This guy had a listing of 10 NES Reproduction games in boxes, which is, you don't see that too often. And I have a few, I did get a lot of reproduction games for the Super Nintendo, but you can emulate them and that's fine. But there is a market for these, and I saw them, and then I asked the guy, does he have any other video game stuff? He showed me PC Engine stuff, he showed me some Famicom stuff, and up until this point, I did not have any Japanese games or systems. I was always thinking about getting into that. But after today, I guess I'm collecting for Japanese games and systems. So let me show you what's in this awesome box. Got all of this for $205, and then we'll see if I got a good deal. Oh, my box of video games. Let's open it up. All right, I don't know where to start. I think I'm going to start with the NES Reproductions. Some people are really into this, making boxes and manuals, and it was really hard to price these out. I mean, I think, you could buy, there was one website called NES City. I'd never heard of it before, but they make reproduction games. I know there's other companies that did it. I know Time Walk did it. I actually own a Time Walk Mega Man and Bass for the Super Nintendo. Like, it's worth a lot of money, evidently, because it's no longer made. But anyway, yeah, the first one was Mini Putt Super Pro Golf. And most of these games are just cartridge and box. Some of them do have manuals, though. This one's a homebrew called Lawnmower. Looks pretty interesting. Circus Charlie. This reminds me, I'm looking at the screenshots in the back, and it reminds me of a game called Big Top Barney on the Commodore 64. That was a classic game. It was an awesome game. Here's one, Kung Fu 2. And this was the only one that I saw sold on eBay for a crazy price. Like, I saw it sold, like it was listed as rare. I don't know if it is rare, but it's just a reproduction. But anyway, it was sold for like 125 bucks. So whether or not I can get 125 bucks for this, I have no idea. A couple more games in the box. Crazy Climber. Hammer and Harry. That's actually I think that's a English translation game. I remember hearing something about like a Famicom game, Hammer and Harry, I think. Don't hold me to that, but you can post in the comments and tell me exactly. Game Nuts and Milk. I believe that is a Famicom game as well. Chase HQ. And the Goonies. Whoever did these boxes did a good job. The only downside to this one is that it's missing the label on the cart, but this one actually has a booklet in there. Same with the California Raisins game. So those were all the NES Reproductions. Thus begins my Japanese console and game collecting. Here is a PC Engine. I know you guys probably know what it looks like, but this is unique because it actually has the AV booster as well. This is like the turbo booster. Allows you to do the audio and video out, the red, white, and yellow. Gives you much better audio and video to your TV versus the RF out. So the PC Engine came with a controller and AC adapter. And I would say the PC Engine with that probably is like 40-50 bucks, but these AV boosters go for like 40 bucks themselves. And the guy actually threw in a 6-button controller, and we'll tell you why in a second. This one's called the Avenue Pad 6. And yeah, I mean, looks awesome. This thing goes for like 40 bucks too by itself, whether it's rare or collectible, I don't know, or both. That's the reason why. So here are the games that came with it. The first one is Altered Beast. By the way, I can read Japanese. No, I can't. I can't read Japanese. I just know from seeing this cover so many times on Sega games. But all these games are like complete. This one even actually has the foam on top of the Hue card, or Hue card, however you say it, and the plastic around the card as well. That's about a $10 to $20 game. Space Invaders, maybe like a $5 game, not really worth too much. This one though, 1943, that arcade classic. Looked it up on eBay. This is going for like 75 bucks. Like that's craziness. I don't even know if the guy knew that or not, but I really didn't know it either until I started pricing things out for this video. So 75 bucks for 1943. I think it's a common game, but for the PC Engine, it's worth a bit. And then Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition. And I have played this on my RetroPie, and like it looks amazing on the RetroPie, and I cannot wait to play it on the PC Engine with the 6-button controller like it was meant to be played. I am so excited for that. Yeah, so this goes for about 10 to 20 bucks as well. So pretty good pickup for PC Engine stuff. Oh man, I'm just collecting too much stuff. So what we're gonna end up, we're gonna finish up with the Famicom. Let's check it out. Just a little disclaimer for this part of the video. If I botch up any of these Japanese names, please don't hold it against me. And I wish, just for the sole reason of having these games now, I wish that I could read and speak Japanese. I think it would be so cool to be able to experience the Famicom games that way. But I know that with the Retron 5, you can download the English translations, and I don't have a Retron 5 yet, but I think that's the way that I'm gonna have to go. So here are Famicom games that were loose. There are actually some box games in here, so let me just go through a couple of them. This one's called Super Black Onyx, and I don't know anything about these games. Other than most of these are like $1, like if that. So if you're looking to collect Famicom, I think you could probably get like a bundle shipped over from Japan and get a pretty decent. There's a lot of wholesale lots on eBay I see. This one's called Jinsei Gekijo 2. Try to get closer. There we go. There was also a bunch of Dragon Quests in there, other AKA Dragon Warrior in the US. So Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3, I will show you those here. Just what the artwork looks like. Here's 2. And numeral trace. Obviously, I'm not playing those without the English translation. There was a lot of, I think most of these are RPGs. Here's one called Jump Hero Retsudes 20th Anniversary Weekly Jump. Looks interesting. And here's one called Outlanders. I believe this is a RPG as well. There's like a lady showing her butt on there. No idea what it's about. We will find out though eventually, if I ever get to that game. And then the guy had a couple game converters. He gave me one of them, so this is so I can play it if I wanted to plug these into my Nintendo. This is game converter US 72. And maybe like 10 to 15 bucks worth. So these go on the top. And then plug it in to your NES. Then you have this little fancy silky ribbon, you can pull the whole thing out. But I won't trust it because my Nintendo like grips the games like crazy because I have a new 72 pin in there. So I would hesitate to do that. I actually broke the plastic thing of a Game Genie because it kept it in there so much, just so tight in there. All right, so here's a few games in the box. First one here is Mappy, actually worth about 20 bucks. All these are complete with the manuals. This is a very small box, like the box just fits the cartridge. Like here's the size of a cartridge. So I thought that was pretty neat, seeing that box. I don't know if the box is rare or something, but it's cool. Here's one called Battle Fleet. For some reason, it's in a shrink-wrapped bag with the manual on the back. There's the front of it. And I don't know, I don't know if it was supposed to be packaged this way. There's some Japanese on the top. Don't know what it says. It's probably the price, but I don't freaking know. Dragon Quest IV in the box. Pretty cool looking. And I'll put a link too. I actually found all the Dragon Warriors in one lot that I got from Puerto Rico. So I'll post a link to that too. That was a pretty good pickup. That just reminds me of that. But yeah, Dragon Quest 1 through 4, and now I have Dragon Warrior. I have Dragon Warrior 1 through 4, and now I have Dragon Quest 1 through 4. Pretty neat. Hattress, not worth too much, maybe a couple bucks. Pretty cool. But the gem of the Famicom lot, the guy was going back and forth on whether he wanted to really get rid of it or not. This is Sweet Home, baby. Sweet Home, this is like a $60 game, RPG. Evidently risque or violent or something that never ever would have made it onto the Nintendo system with all the, the censorship and stuff that they had going on. But yeah, like a $60 game. And the other thing too, he actually had a strategy guide booklet. And I wish I could read Japanese to like go through this thing, but it's like they have it all mapped out, just like in Nintendo Power. Like all the maps. It's so cool looking. I tried finding this on eBay. I did not find it on there. I would guess it's rare. How much of value it is, I have no idea, but this is awesome. So pretty cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed the pickup. A whole mishmash of things. NES Repros, PC Engine and games, and all these Famicom games. I don't even have a Famicom system. So it looks like that Retron 5 is, that I need to purchase that ASAP so I can start playing these games. So guys, did I get a good pickup? I paid 200 bucks or so. It's probably worth at least 450 bucks. As I said, I didn't even price out any of the repros other than the California Raisins. And whether this is worth anything, probably, but I think I did pretty good. So I hope you guys enjoyed the pickup video. As always, please subscribe to the channel. That'll help me out. I've actually almost met a milestone. I've almost made $100 on this channel. I am so ecstatic. It took about 2.5 years, but I'll take the baby steps, no problem. So thank you for all your support to make that possible. Remember to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and make sure to comment in the comments section below as well. Always like to hear your thoughts and chat with you guys. So everybody, thanks for watching. Take care.